Thank you, Taryn, for such a powerful and very personal story. You said that the Fed is our safety net, and it has been. In fact, the Fed is this community's safety net. Last year, our community advice and support team and our volunteer team together helped over 1,200 Jewish homes across Greater Manchester. That is 1 in 10 Jewish homes in our region. Let that sink in. 1 in 10. And not just in areas that you might think, from Rawtenstall to Warrington to Moston to Marple and everywhere in between, the Fed was there. Mental illness, suicidal thoughts, child sexual and physical abuse, depression, loneliness, self-harm, neglect, terminal cancer, children with disabilities or severe behavioral issues with complex care needs, poverty, parents having to choose between buying food or a bed for their kids. These are many of the conditions and issues we help people deal with, day in, day out. Last month alone, we received 213 individual calls from people asking for help. And that's in addition to the thousands of people already benefiting from our support, individuals, families, and family carers. But all this comes at a cost. Our community services teams need £500,000 a year to keep running, and 95% of that has to come from voluntary funding, from donations, from holding events and challenges, from legacies and trusts, from our community, from you. £500,000 we have to raise each and every year. Our community services have become a well-kept secret, too well-kept. Why? Because the very nature of the work we do means we cannot share it with you. It's private, too sensitive. People often feel ashamed about needing help, or as Taryn has just said, having to be a taker, not a giver. We can post photos on Facebook and Instagram every day showing the wonderful life we give our residents at Heathlands Village. But how can we share this kind of work? We're helping your neighbours, your relatives, your colleagues, people who go to your shul, whose kids go to school with your children or grandchildren, who shop where you shop. You see them everywhere, but they are hiding in plain sight. That is why we are so thankful to Taryn for speaking today. She is representing everyone we can't tell you about. We need to smash the mistaken perception that all Jewish people are wealthy and looked after. This could not be further from the truth. And the demand is growing. The Fed is the Jewish community's biggest social care charity with the largest reach. It is a life-enhancing charity, and often it is a life-saving charity. By supporting us today, you can ensure that we continue to be here for people in our community when they are at their most vulnerable, when they don't know where to turn, when they are at their lowest ebb.